Back here at the tank, Brodie Brazil with Drew Remenda. Unfortunately, another overtime loss for the Sharks, now 2 in a row. Rough way to end this season-long 6-game homestand. Drew, let's just start with the overtime period. Sharks in the offensive zone, attacking most of the time. A couple non-calls, which was also a theme late in this game. And then all of a sudden, a breakaway the other way, and it's 5-hole on Askey.
Yeah, overplayed by... So Bo Horvat does a great job on hitting that seam, or hitting that lane when he had the opportunity. Stays back. Sam Dickinson's watching the puck, and he slides over a little bit. That opens up the lane, and when Horvat's got the speed, you're not going to be able to turn and catch him. And you've got to be able to, and I guess this is baptism by fire, because last night Sam was on in the overtime goal against, and he's on again in the overtime goal against, and I guess you want to just get him used to playing in those situations where he's going to have to be one of the guys that the Sharks depend on as he gets older and as he matures in his position to be able to be on the ice in a trusting situation. And sometimes lessons best remembered are the ones learned in pain, and that's a painful couple of lessons for Sam there. And that allows Horvat to go in, and Horvat's a brilliant hockey player, fantastic, great speed, and that little move opens up the 5-hole, and bang, it's in the net. When I look at that goal, it's the Islanders now are 9-0 in overtimes.
Yep.
Amazing. But you look at that goal, that's just a really well played, nicely made play by Horvat, and also I can't remember who passed it to him, but it was a really good play.
Just a rough ending for this homestand, Drew. There were 3 wins in a row. It started with a loss, ends with 2 losses.
Yeah.
Sharks win tonight. It's a 4-1-1 homestand. So unfortunately, they don't get that, and it was that close.
8 out of 12 points.
Yeah, right.
So we'll take the points for sure.
Right.
But it was good, not great.
Yeah.
And the Sharks are in a situation where they need a lot of great going on.
This matters now.
Right, this matters. Yeah, points matter without a doubt. They need wins.
Yeah.
And going on this road trip against Buffalo, who, have you seen Buffalo lately?
Yeah.
My
They're a wagon.
They're a wagon.
Certified wagon.
No. Boston, who's fighting for a playoff spot. Then Montreal, 7-5. And what Montreal is like, Ottawa's fighting for a playoff spot. And then the Edmonton Oilers. This is a tough road trip coming up. So you obviously would have liked to have had more wins and had games that where you could it's not where you were putting more heat on the Edmonton Oilers and putting more heat in Seattle because Seattle lost, and more heat on the Mammoth because they won. So again, you get on the road. Nothing's going to be easy. This is the toughest league in the world. This is a league where you have to make sure that you are able to, if you're going to make this push, if you're ready, you go out and show that you're ready. And you show you're ready by winning games, and they weren't able to do this the last 2 games. Although I will say today versus yesterday's game,
different.
Yesterday they gave that game away.
Yes.
Literally gave that game away.
Right.
This game, they were here. They were grinding. They've got to learn to win these low event, tough, tight games. But today I thought they stuck with it. I thought Askarov, after a bad first goal, was brilliant.
Right.
They kept pressuring. They weren't great, but they were grinding. They were trying to outwork. They were trying to embrace the suck, so to speak, and that's a good sign.
Yeah. To look back on Askarov's night, again, the D'Angelo goal through traffic, but still stoppable.
Period.
I think he'll say that too.
Yeah.
Everything else, I mean, when you allow 1 goal through 60 minutes of regulation, that's a good night for a goaltender. That gets your goals against and your save percentage in the right spots.
Especially in the third period when the Islanders came out
pushed.
They did, and they pushed, won a face-off after face-off after face-off. They put pressure. In the first 7 minutes is all in the Sharks zone, and Askarov was brilliant.
Am I forgetting anything else tonight? Oh, that's right, another Celebrini goal. Oh, that's right, another wrister. Fantastic. We talked about this last game.
Yeah.
He has the ability, and this time, he could have one-timed it.
Yeah.
But he chose to, and I'll say it, dust it off just a little bit. And fire off the wrister.
Yeah. What I liked about that is they checked for that chance. And puck goes around. Will Smith makes a really nice play to get the puck back.
Yeah.
And then he stays open and available.
Yeah.
And as he knows that pass is coming, he's already seen Macklin start to roll up near the top.
Right.
And he opens himself up just so he can make that one-touch pass. And Macklin steps into it. But like you said, doesn't one-time it, steps into it and snaps the wrister. It's absolutely brilliant.
I'll leave it with this. I believe now the next 8 of 10 are on the road. We go into one of those stretches. We've already talked about how difficult this is, but the Sharks are going to have to do it on the road here in this critical juncture of the season.
Well, yeah. So this is your task.
Right.
I mean, there's no easy route to the National Hockey League playoffs, even though half the teams make it.
Right.
But you look at the way that this season has gone for the Sharks, and I'm not a believer in you're ahead of schedule, you're behind schedule. You're ready when you're ready.
Yeah.
And when you look at the way that the Sharks have been playing, they're right here. They're right here, and their margin of winning and losing is that little bit. They love those high event games, but they've got to learn to win these tight, low event, 1-goal games.
Right.
So you get on the road, and it's going to be tight because all teams now, when the pressure's on, when it is this time of the year, your defense gets stronger because that's what the coaches are harping on. Keep pucks out of the net. So the Sharks can, if they can do that, and they can get some more balance in scoring, and a little bit more pop, they're going to be okay. But there's a lot of things to like about the Sharks tonight, and a couple things you didn't. And I'm not even going to talk about the officiating.
I wasn't going to lead you there because I felt like we could get in trouble on this one.
I will definitely get in trouble on this one. So
I will end it right here, right
thank you,
now.
pal. I
Say no
appreciate that.
more.
Thank you.
Randy, back to you.